Chatter School, the best school in Monstervania.
Thank you, Head Monster. I'm so excited to finally be here.
Little Mason wanted to come here since he could carry a Chitangva. Little Mason.
Don't call me little, Mom. It's embarrassing.
Sorry, baby.
Don't call me baby.
Sorry, sugar.
Everyone's looking at us.
Well, what am I supposed to call you then?
Scary, sinister, spooky.
Okay, very well. My little spooky Snooky has wanted to come here since he can carry a Chitangva.
He is a natural. Head Monster, can you tell me if you have a monster bullying policy?
Mr. Shadow-Demon, we pride ourselves on embracing all types of monsters.
You can probably tell. Mason is a little different than other monsters.
Yes, I noticed.
We will treat him with the utmost respect. Our school promotes an attitude of tolerance and inclusiveness.
I'm sure we will eventually bring out his true monster.
Thank you for being so accommodating. Come over here, son. We want to say goodbye.
I just can't believe you are growing up.
Oh, Ma, you're embarrassing me.
I don't care. It's just that I will miss you.
I'll miss you too, big brother. Can I have this chamber then?
I'll be home tonight.
What do you think's wrong with the new kid? I know, he only has 2 eyes. And he isn't covered in hair. And he doesn't have any horns. He is so different. What a weirdo. I think he's kind of cute. Julia?
Hi, I'm Mason Shadow-Demon, son of Frank Shadow-Demon, the great lord of the Viennese way.
Hi, Mason. My name is Brute Mindwalker, son of Charles Dubois Mindwalker, who discovered the gems through bloodshed and carnage.
Cool.
Welcome to my school.
Yeah, welcome, Mason.
Can it, Levi?
Sorry, sir. I will begin canning during the evening feast.
This here is Levi Basilis.
Great-great-grandson of Veronia Basilis, who is able to turn her enemies into stone or ice. Chill, huh?
I am Jeffrey Leshy of the Forest Spirits. I am a vegan. I'm the third wheel approved. Sometimes I don't even think he knows I exist.
Did I just hear something?
See what I mean?
Well, it's great to meet you.
Anything you need, we are here to help a fellow
Anything
monster.
you need. We're here to help out a fellow monster.
Yeah, I just said that.
There's that noise again.
I just can't figure it out, Julia. What kind of monster is he? Does it matter? His last name is Shadow-Demon, and he was accepted into our school like everybody else. Therefore, he is a monster. Well, he won't last long talking to Brute. I think we should stay out of it. You can stay here. I'm gonna see what's going on. Come on, Anglass. Coming.
I was tomb schooled since a kid. My mom taught me. So, how do I make the teachers like me?
It's easy. Never do your tomb work.
Really?
It's a sign of weakness. Also, interrupt and challenge the teachers while they're trying to talk. Very sinister.
Yeah, very sinister.
Take a hike, man.
Okay.
Sheesh, that kid. And finally, it's the most important. Call the teachers by their first name.
Really? That seems rude.
You're a monster, dude. Rude is part of the gore curriculum.
Excuse me, Brute.
Oh, hi, Julia. Doing our name blocks.
Hi, Brute.
You're just helping our new buddy Mason settle in.
Mason, you might want to stay away from these bullies.
Oh, jealous, Julia?
In your nightmares. What a glorious evening.
Where have you been?
On a hike, like you suggested. Besides, it was... Alright, everybody, back to class. Come on, I kid. Attention, fools, eyeless orbs, and bogey boys and girls.
We have a few announcements. First, the drama club.
Hey Mason, I'm Jim of the Floating Eyes. You might want to watch your shadow with those 3.
They seem cool.
Hi, all you Shakespeare fans. I'm Anthony Doyle's president of the Drama Club, and we're here to announce our audition.
I'm Jennifer Aniston, secretary of the drama club. Our upcoming auditions for Romeo and Juliet, as all these story new beginnings, will begin after the Clash of the Great Conflict.
Hey, what's the Clash of the Great Conflict?
It's always full of losers.
What do you mean? You win every year.
Shut it, dude!
Getting it, sir?
Hey, I'm Bart Pitt, the only guy in the drama club. This audition consists of coldest death readings and great Indian improv.
Hope to see you there.
Next up, we have transmission of our floorball team, the Carolina Flames.
We got a big game coming up against the Pittsburgh Soul Stealers. They beat us at last year's homecoming. We gotta turn on the screen meet this year and annihilate them. Go Poison!
The last announcement will be about the Clash of the Great Conflict.
Every year, when the start of homecoming, we remember the moments when humans and monsters meet in an exciting and competitive race. A few brave volunteers will embark on a dangerous journey to honor our fallen monsters.
Thank you, Head Monster. In today's class, we'll be studying the fine art of frightening puppies. Step 1.
Sounds like a great lesson.
Thank you, Mason. Step 1. Always startle the puppy with a low growl before making your presence known. You don't want to give away too much too soon. I suggest
But
that...
won't that give the puppy time to get away?
I'm sorry, Mason, but in my class, we don't interrupt the teacher.
Her first name is Stacy.
Is that so, Stacy?
Do the Head Monster now. That is not how we act at the Montessori School for Monsters. Ralph!
But you said... You're a wig? You're no monster!
Everyone settle down. Called me? Please take Mason to our Head Monster. I hope you can learn some manners. Come on, Mason.
Oh, and don't forget to not do your homework.
How was school today, Mason?
I hate it.
Why? First days are always difficult.
I need to prove myself, and there's only one way to do it. Win the Clash of the Great Conflict.
But you just started school.
They don't respect me. I have to prove myself.
And do your teamwork.
I've already done it.
Give me a B. B. Give me an O. O. Give me a B. Okay, everyone. Who did their teamwork? Yes, Mason.
I did. It's right here.
That's very disappointing. Now take him in. Not necessary, Ralph. Thank you.
Doing a teamwork is not a weakness. You're as dumb as a human.
What did you call me?
Human!
You can't call me that. Hey, what's a human?
Excuse me, Miss Grim Teacher, I need to speak to the class.
Of course, sir.
The Clash of the Great Conflict will begin at midnight.
Who are our volunteers this year?
I volunteer. Who's brainless enough to challenge me?
I'm brainless enough.
Me too. I've been working out.
The tournament begins at the dead of night in the graveyard of our fallen heroes.
All right, everyone. Let's continue our group work from yesterday. Startling puppies as they sleep.
Mason, why did you volunteer? It's dangerous.
I just want to prove to Brute that he can't push me around. I'm no human.
But Bruce has been victor for the past 5 years.
Well, maybe it's time for a new victor.
Give me a B!
B.
Give me an R!
R.
Give me a U!
U.
Give me a T!
T.
Give me an E!
E.
What does that spell?
Brute. Go, Brute.
Maybe Brute will ask me to tomb coming. You went last year with him. No fair! There's no way you can beat Brute. You're just too different. I'll be cheering you on.
How could you? That quest is dangerous.
I'm ready for danger.
What you've had no training.
I'm a natural. You said so yourself.
I have to say that. I'm your father.
You know you don't have to go through with this.
But everyone will laugh at him if he does it.
They already do. They say I'm different, but how am I different?
Mason, there's something we need to tell you.
Frank.
It's time.
What? Very well.
Many years ago, humans were at peace with monsters.
Humans? There's that word.
About 12 years ago, humans became suspicious of monsters. The great conflict began, so we hid in Mayhem Mountain. Eventually, the humans discovered our refuge. A great battle transpired. After many perished on both sides, few of us managed to escape to a secret tunnel in the mountain.
That is where we found you.
What do you mean?
We were just an infant and made the scariest sound we had ever heard.
We knew that if we left you, you wouldn't make it.
So we took you and raised you as our own.
I'm not a monster?
No, sweetie, you're a human.
Human?
Ew! But to us, you are our child, and no matter what, we will always love you.
And monsters are at peace with humans now.
I need to go to my tomb.
Can I tuck you in?
I think I can tuck myself in tonight.
If he dies, can I have his chamber then?
Welcome, demons, dragons, and double-headed fairies.
Tomb coming commences with the clash of the great conflict. And now introducing Bruce! Mason! And Jeffrey! Jeffrey?
I'm sorry that I'm late. I just had to finish my meditation.
Today's challenge takes our competitors to the murky waters of Moon River, where they will try to outwit the great, multi-armed sea monster Lagunia. They will then battle the army of spiders in the Arachnahara forest. The final challenge is to avoid the poisonous and vile discharge of the great flamethrower. The quest ends at the base of Mayhem Mountain. Whoever arrives first wins.
Mayhem Mountain? That's what she said, moron.
Yeah, moron!
Get a grip!
Getting a grip, sir!
You ready for this, Mason?
Maybe I should give up. Maybe I don't have the courage of a monster.
Nonsense. Get out there and show them what you got. Show them what it means to be human.
Now that all three are present,
I only count two.
I now declare the great clash begins!
Oh gosh, what's that smell? Oh, it smells like a stink bird.
Whatever that smell is, it should eat more of a vegan diet.
Where's this great sea monster? Come out, lose your limbs!
Who dare rouse me from my slumber? I was dreaming of hugs.
Hugs, huh?
She doesn't look that bad.
A great sea monster. This guy needs a hug.
I love hugs. You give good hugs.
So long, runner-ups.
Sorry, Mason.
Hey, Miss Sea Monster, can you please let go of me?
But I love hugs.
Well, do you like being tickled?
I don't know, but I love hugs.
Sorry, friend, I've got a race to win.
I would dream of our hugs.
That was uncool you did to Mason. Rude.
Man, this forest sure makes some funny noises.
Who dares enter the Arachnahara forest?
This forest is off limits to monsters.
I can outwit these dummies.
You're a fool. Our brains are so large they overflow into our legs.
Oh, that's pretty nasty. But hey, why are spiders bad at driving?
What?
Because they always spin out. Ooh, what do you get? when you cross spiders with corn. Cobwebs!
You have no right.
Oh, this one's really good. What do you call two married spiders? Newlyweds!
That's it. Charge, ladies!
Free us, you tyrants!
So long, Rocky Murderers. I have a competition to win.
Who dares enter the Arachnahar forest?
This forest is off limits to humans?
Yeah, it does look like you're pretty stuck.
We give up. Please free us.
Mason, you have to help us.
Jeffrey, is that you? Well, then Brute might win.
You're right. Go after Brute. I'll just hang out here with my new eight-legged best friends for all of eternity. You aren't venomous, right? For I myself do not even eat.
Fine, I'll help you.
Thank you. And because of your assistance, humans are always welcome to enter the Arachnahar forest.
Cool. Let's go, Jeffrey.
You the monster.
Sort of. Let's just go.
Wow, this place is hot.
It's a volcano, dude!
Now, where's this flamethrower so I can win this thing?
Who seeks the great flamethrower?
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Flamethrower. I said, fast so I can reach Mayhem Mountain.
You will have to defeat me and my flames of doom first.
We can make a run for it while the flamethrower is distracted by Brute.
Best monster wins.
Jeffrey, you have to save me, Jeffrey.
You can see me?
Yeah, good the whole time. Kind of funny, huh?
Not really.
Mason, I'm sorry.
Not good enough.
I'll be nice to you.
And
I'll stop calling you names. I will never do your homework for you.
Fine, but how do we get away from the flamethrower?
No monster can defeat me and my flames of doom.
I'm no monster. I'm human.
There you are, my lucky bear. I found you.
Hey! You know who gives even better hugs?
Who?
That fiery beast right there.
I like the sound of those hugs.
What?
No!
Thanks, Mason. I'm really sorry about the way I treated you earlier. You're just so different.
I am different. I'm human.
Wow. Never met a human before. Now come on, we have to reach Mayhem Mountain!
I now proclaim Jeffrey Leslie the champion of the Clash of the Great Conflict.
Coming through. It's me, my best human friend.
Human?
Yeah, and he saved me from the flamethrower.
And me, from the spider army.
Monsters, we can all learn from our human friends.
Oh yeah? What can we possibly learn from a human? Right, Brute?
Give it up, man.
Giving it up, sir. Waving the white flag. Humans rule!
Monsters can learn to be kind.
Woo! Give me M! M! Give me A! A! Give me S! S! Give me an O! O! Give me N! N! What's that spell? Mason!
Mason, I was so worried.
I'm fine, Mom.
You're alive? I guess I don't get your chamber after all.
Sorry, sis.
That's okay.
I'm sorry you didn't win, but I'm still proud of you. It's fine. I'm glad Jeffrey won. He needed the attention.
You were so brave and strong.
A good vegan diet goes a long way.
I always knew you had a big heart. That is the human in you.
But you taught me what it means to be a great monster.
Hey, Mason.
Hi, Julia.
We're heading to the Carolina Poison Game. Want to come?
And then maybe go to the Tombstone dance together?
Sure, I'd like that.
Come on, monsters! And human, let's go slaughter some soul stealers!
galaxy far, far away lived the elusive SoundCloud rapper whose name was Lil Bladder. He was quite a stubby little fellow, mostly because he lived off of orange jello. As he walked in all name brand, he would only worry about the cash in his hand. But Bladder only had one problem. He was the biggest villain in Gotham. As he committed another robbery, he won over the police with bribery. Sadly, no matter how hard he tried, he always forgot his shoes were untied. Then as the night went on, Batman arrived like a black swan. As he never stopped at any degree, Batman would keep asking, "Where is he?" Then when Lil Bladder showed himself, he bragged about how he was stronger than anyone else. Batman then said, "I don't want to hurt you," but then Lil Bladder said, "Oh, but I do." As Lil Bladder ran towards the Dark Knight, he tripped over his shoelace and lost the fight. Now Lil Bladder is in the state penitentiary and will go down as the worst rapper of the century.
In a town not far away was the one and only girl that lived in a house of clay. She had hair of gold that couldn't be sold. One day, she went down the path that led to a 2-story cottage. She went in and grabbed a teddy bear hostage, dumped the porridge all over the beds, broke the chairs by throwing them over her head. The 3 unfortunate bears marched into the cottage, and what a sight met their eyes. Broken bowls, cracked coals, torn chairs, but most of all, shredded hair from the teddy bear. Goldilocks came running down the stairs to greet the bears, but she would never run this quickly down the stairs unless if there was a very sweet butterfly. She hated sweet things, so out the door she went to her dull clay house, leaving the bears speechless of what went on that day.
Little Red Riding Hood hopped out of bed. She put on her cape, and her mother said, "Red, your grandmother's under the weather. Bring her some food to make her feel better." She grabbed the cake and wine for the elderly to dine. She set off on a journey. She'd be back in no time. "Goodbye, Mom. I followed your order." She then closed the door and kept moving forward. A big, sneaky wolf snuck into her grandmother's home, swallowed her whole, then continued to roam. Little Red arrived at the house, suspicious as ever. The wolf thought he had succeeded, but Red was very clever. She arrived and said, "Not to be rude, grandmother. You look like a foreign creature." The wolf could wait no longer and sprang out to eat her. Red was shocked. She frantically reached in her basket. It was her or him. She had to put the wolf in a casket. She pulled out a surprise. The wolf was in awe. Now he is gone.
We are the muses, goddesses of the arts, and proclaimers of heroes.
Heroes like Hercules.
Honey, you mean Hercules? Woohoo, I like to make some sweet music.
Actually, our story begins long before Hercules, many eons ago.
Back when the world was new, the planet Earth was down on its luck. And everywhere gigantic brutes called titans ran amok. It was a nasty place. There was a mess wherever you stepped.
Where chaos reigned and earthquakes and volcanoes never slept.
Woo! Sing it, girlfriend! And then along came Zeus. He hurled his thunderbolts, locked those suckers in a vault, and on his own stopped chaos in its tracks. The gospel news to type A to just relax. And that's the world's first dish. Yeah, baby. Zeus tamed the globe while still in his youth.
Though, honey, it may seem impossible,
that's the gospel truth. On
in my time. I want to so bad.
Can't you reach up there? Okay? Here, I'm gonna help you up. Ready? Spin it! Let's see what happens. Latin jazz! Okay, Latin jazz. Here we go.
Spider in up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the spider went up the spout again. The easy weasy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the spider went up the spout again.
Alright, buddy, you ready? We're going up. There we go. This guy's cute. Alright. And it is, well, oh, Calypso's close.
What was it on? Why wouldn't I do rap?
The easy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the easy weasy spider went up the spout again.
Go to it, guys. One, two, 3, go.
That creepy creature, his special feature, is the climb of something scary when he meets ya. That creepy creature, his special feature, is the climb of something scary when he meets ya. The minuscule arachnid crawled up that water pipe. Down came the water and the crawler got it right. The light shone brighter and it dried that ugly spider, and now he is a zombie 'cause he came back to life.
This is Ned Bedred reporting for MNN. Today's weather includes, Oh, we have breaking news. What is it, Java?
This is Java Espresso reporting live from the site of a weaving competition. Why is this important? The competition is between Athena and Arachne. Arachne has been saying she is a better weaver than Athena. She has made unflattering portraits of the gods. We have Athena here to interview. Tell me, Athena, do you expect to win?
Of course. No mortal can do better than a goddess. I will win and teach this upstart a lesson. I am not being prideful. This is just a fact of life. You can record my win for all to see.
This is a radio program, but I'm certain it will be all over YouTube. We have all heard tales of your prowess. Do you have anything to say to the people listening?
Don't act like Arachne, or we might smite you. Remember your place, mortals. And you must all give me likes on the videos of me winning. I shall smite those who dislike it. Smite all the dislikes.
Good to know. Thank you for your time. Now we will interview the other contestant. Arachne, this is Java Espresso from MNN. What about you? Do you really believe you are better than a goddess?
Well, of course! Those Olympian guys think they're so great, and we're just weak mortals. I'm going to win. Have you seen my work? Excellent. Worthy to decorate the halls of Olympus.
Are you worried at all? I'm sure you've heard of Medusa. She was cursed by Athena so that none could look upon her without turning to stone. We did a segment on her last month. We had to wear blindfolds.
I'm not worried. Athena should be. Once everyone sees I'm a better weaver, they'll probably make me goddess of weaving instead. And Athena will lose respect of her followers if she admits I'm better. She can go and pursue being just a wisdom and war goddess. By the way, I like your hair.
Thank you, Arachne. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, to everyone who never believed I'm better, keep listening. You're about to lose 20 sets of coins, Larry. Switch your bets, my friends. Switch your bets.
Okay then. The contest is beginning now. Athena is weaving a scene of Athens, and Arachne is weaving Athena bowing at Arachne's feet. The detail of these tapestries is incredible. It's as if looking at a picture. The contest is over. We'll let you hear the contestants.
What is this?
Something better than yours. Now everyone sees this. It's better than Athena's boring cityscape. Now declare me the winner. Where's that laurel wreath? I thought we ordered a laurel wreath.
You have made horrible depictions of the gods. You've been extremely prideful, and now you shall pay. From now on, you may never weave using the loom. Be glad you have not been smited.
No!
But wait, there's more. I shall transform you into a spider so you may weave. You shall be known as the first spider.
I'm growing more legs! And I'm shrinking!
A spider scuttles away from the competition today. Athena is the winner. And now all will never compare themselves to gods. This is Java Espresso, Myth News Network. Back to you, Nan.
Well, that was, interesting. The weather will be partly cloudy with a high of 96 and a low of 75, with 0% chance of precipitation. Thank you for listening to MNN, where news is made new.
Oh, forget about the foxtrot. Throw away the waltz. Take away the two-step and all that other schmaltz. Are you ready for what's been going on? It's a doozy, makes you woozy. It's the new phenomenon.
I was walking down the street on a very fine day. The day was so fine, I felt like I was on Broadway. I suddenly heard a loud grunt, and my heart jumped with fear. I looked around slowly, not knowing what was near. And to my surprise, all I saw was a boring gray rock. There was really no need for me to be in shock. My legs were hurting from all that walking, so what I did was sit on the giant rock, so inviting. Suddenly, I felt my body gently raising. A rock that moves, that's so amazing. But I slowly saw red beady eyes. I then realized it was a monster in disguise. The monster comes closer, charging like a bulldozer. I had to get away fast before I became a being of the past. I backed away slowly, but being unarmed, tried some gimmicks, he could not be charmed. With a punch and a kick, I got floored. I knew he had me outscored. I heard his stomach rumble. It was a very loud rumble, but the monster had to pee. This was my chance to flee. So I dodged and I dashed. I rolled and almost crashed. He clutched my sleeve and tugged, grabbed my leg and lugged. The monster got ready for his feast. There was no escaping from this beast. Despite all my screams and plea, salivating, he drooled all over me. The wetness on my face jolted me awake. I was just dreaming, for goodness sake. It was just my silly dog tugging my sleeve and licking my face and drooling all over me. Come on, boy, let's go. I gotta get ready for school.
A portion of my modern myth based on the story How Grandmother Spider Stole the Sun. When Spheolandia was first created, there was no Wi-Fi. It was very hard for all the seals and spheals to get their jobs done and waste their time with YouTube videos. Finally, they decided to do something about it. I've heard there's something called Wi-Fi, said Spheal-McBear. It is kept on the other side of Spheolandia, where all the swag high-tech spheals live, but the spheals there will not share it. But perhaps we can steal a bit of it. All the spheals agreed it would be a good idea. But who would be the brave one to take it? Spheal McFox was the first to try. He quietly rolled into the pagoda where the Wi-Fi was kept. He waited until no one was looking, and then he took one of the cords that was connected to the Wi-Fi and rolled. But the Wi-Fi cord was not long enough to reach central Spheolandia. So when Spheal McFox pulled really hard to try to make the cord reach, his body stretched out. That is why, to this day, all Spheal McFoxes have longer, thinner bodies compared to most spheals, because that first Spheal McFox stretched out his body carrying a Wi-Fi cord. Spheal McPossum tried next. In those days, Spheal McPossum had a very bushy tail. She rolled to the pagoda where the Wi-Fi was kept and took one of the cords and hid it in her tail. She began to roll away, bringing the Wi-Fi to all the spheals and seals. But the Wi-Fi cord got all twisted up in Spheal McPossum's tail, causing the cord to snap, which burned Spheal McPossum's bushy tail, making her lose hold of the cord. That is why, to this day, Spheal McPossums all have bare tails, because the Wi-Fi cord burned away the fur on the first Spheal McPossum's tail. Then, Spheal McFlipper tried. Instead of grabbing hold of the Wi-Fi cord himself, he bought extension cords to bring with him. When he rolled over to the pagoda, he unplugged the Wi-Fi cord he was going to bring to Central Spheolandia and plugged in the extension cords to allow the Wi-Fi cord to reach Central Spheolandia. Now the question was where to put the Wi-Fi. Spheal McFlipper told them the Wi-Fi cord should be down low in the ground so the signal can reach all of Spheolandia, allowing all spheals and seals to have the best Wi-Fi, 3 whole bars.
I was basking in warm sunshine on that crisp August afternoon when I was forced up on my tiptoes, tied to a rainbow of balloons, stranded in the Milky Way, unable to breathe, and soon I approached the gaping crater of the monster on the moon. He was awoken from his slumber, that big, scaly blue buffoon. He roars toothily, making my mind swirl like a typhoon. My palms sweat as he breathes fire. I miss crisp August afternoons as I'm banished from the galaxy by that scaly blue buffoon. Am I going to float here forever, tied to these colorful balloons? Someone please come save me from the monster on the moon.
By golly, it's a giant! In my dentist office, his head sticks through the roof, and he says his name is Wallace. I climb a giant ladder. I see the homes and streets. The people look unhappy. I think they're throwing beets. I must be very hasty. The people are not psyched. They begin a riot. Are giants here disliked? I will not be like them. I wish to have no prejudice. I will clean the giant's teeth with extreme sedulous. I finally reach the giant's peak and enter his, orifice. Oh, how horrid it really was. Cavities as green as Philothamus irregularis, also known as the chlorophyst. Oh, how rude. I forgot to mention, I was once a biologist for animal birth prevention. In fact, snakes were This is not relevant, the giant yelled from below. Hey, I was talking, that son of a flamingo. I continued my cleaning, although not as delicate. I really don't adore this. His teeth are like elephants. But stuff just gets worse, besides gum disease and sores. The rioters are climbing up the gentle giant's drawers. Hurry up, little man, those humans are near. I'm willing to kill them. Oh, what an affray. I paint on the teeth like an artist of fluoride. Then I brush them robustly until the giant almost cried. I toothpicked and flossed, even sprayed down his tongue. I was quite proud of this work. His mouth looks so young. I'm much too late. The rioters are here. So the giant pulls a knife. And oh God, is that a spear? I hear the people yelling. I hear their bones crushing. But the worst part of all was the sound of blood gushing. That's not the end, though. He saved the worst for last. He slurped up their organs, and it gave them bad gas. Oh, how could you do this? You've ruined my cleaning. Oh, it's okay. My teeth are red and gleaming. Then the giant picks me up and sets me down straight. Then he walks away to achieve his giant fate. My office was stormed, home burned down. I was hung for treason. I hate this dumb town. When I reached the Vale, all was grand, till I realized it's in hell that I stand. All around me were rotten jaws. They stunk like old eggs and looked like a hog's. But when I reached for them with the tools on hand, I could not touch them, not even the spit gland. I hated this all. I couldn't look. I simply sat down and read a good book.
the dark, ideas shine, myths written along history's vine.
And monsters came to life through art, as haunted mansions found their start.
Our bodies twist in scary escapes, enthralling in such monstrous shapes. Through music, mayhem took its place, with rhythm, rhyme, and time in space.
Then actors spun a different tale, where man and monster could prevail.